Naofumi Iwatani is your average close-it weeb, a rare isekai main character that isn't the victim of Truck-kun, but rather Book-kun. Anyways, Naofumi gets isekai'd into a world alongside 3 other heroes, and he's supposed to save the world from the inevitable monster waves that happens occasionally every month or so. So Naofumi, being short on his luck, pulls the short straw and he gets the shield class, and for some reason everyone and their mother hates the shield class. I don't know what the previous shield guy did, but he sure as hell had a lot of fun by the seams of it. So, being the most hated hero, Naofumi gets cucked and robbed and accused of being a literal rapist by the princess. And obviously everyone believes her, so homeboy just gets absolutely shat on right off the bat.
I like it, cut G.
So homeboy embraces the villain role and decides to send it, and he just gets himself a literal lolly slave. Although she kind of grows up in like 2 episodes for convenient purposes of the plot. Anyways, it's not too long before Naofumi gets cucked yet again, and they just take his raccoon slave waifu from him. But then she decides to stay with him, because, you know, she's a real one, she's a keeper. And she's like, yeah, please slave me, master. She quite literally does that. So now he's like, shit, bro, it's kind of pretty dope. So he just casually gets himself another slave lolly. But this one can turn into a bird horse thingy. So he just slaves her into moving a carriage around so he can become a merchant and make those sweet, sweet coins. And so Naofumi starts his journey going around towns with his carriage, unfucking all of this shit the other heroes have been doing, because apparently the other heroes are goo goo gaga babies. This whole thing is a virtual MMO video game, and they're just messing around instead of taking it seriously like your average try-hard isekai main character. SMH my head. Some people just don't appreciate the things they have, don't they? Anyways, eventually Naofumi and his party hits the level cap, so he goes back to his party to the royal castle so he can class up. But what do you know, he gets cucked yet again, and they tell him that we still hate you, no class up for you. I mean, might as well start calling himself the cucked hero at this point, really, not gonna lie. He's just goddamn, brother. Anyways, the wave comes up, and Naofumi, being the Chad he is, he still solos the wave regardless of being absolutely under-leveled as fuck. Meanwhile, the other 3 clowns are getting absolutely manhandled by no-name pathetic enemy units, even though they're like 2 times Naofumi's level. I don't really get how this shit works, but hey, we need them to be bots, so Naofumi looks cool. After Naofumi solos the wave, the royal castle is like, what the hell? You can't be the one that actually saves us? Well, that's sacrilegious. So he gets cucked yet another time, and they frame him as the rogue murderer who's kidnapped the little princess or whatever, and he's kind of forced to go on the run. And eventually he finds out that the one behind all of this fiesta is the church's pope. So he shits on the pope, and then he goes to the big milky queen and he tells her about how everyone's cucking him. So she's like, no worries, my hero, I will rain justice upon these retards. So she quite literally sentences both her husband and daughter to death. But then Naofumi's like, holy shit, bro, chill, not like that. Like, goddamn, you guys are hardcore over here, you don't mess around, do you? So he just tells her that it's okay for them to live as long as they both get called bitch and trash. So that's basically their new names. After that, Naofumi sets on to farm XP in the very convenient double XP event that happens quite literally once every 10 years. And there he meets with an overpowered duo that he pairs up with, and he even considers inviting them to his party. Then the 3rd wave happens suddenly, and as per usual, the other 3 clowns heroes gets absolutely bamboozled right off the bat. Literally 0 damage, have imaginary levels. I don't even know how this shit works anymore. And then Big PP Naofumi solos the waves boss with the other duo. And he's like, god damn, bro, we do be bussing out here. I really should invite these guys to my party. But then they just cuck him, and then they turn out to be heroes from a different world. And they just want to kill this world's heroes so they can save their own world. So now he was like, well, it was a pleasure, but you can't beat me because I'm literally the main character of this anime, bro. So get the fuck out of my face. And he just yeets them off, and they do the, oh, we'll be back again one more time thingy. After that, Naofumi creates his own base and his raccoon slave waifu's old village, and he decides to build a proper party to fight off the waves with it, because he clearly cannot count on the other 3 clowns, because no matter how many levels these guys are gonna get, they're just gonna get completely shit on for some reason. So that's there. So he creates his own base, and that pretty much is where the first season ends. Hopefully that caught you up to action, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.
I'm coming.